The Force.
Thank you for tuning in to the Outer Rim Holonet, coming at you live from the most wretched hive. It's your boy, Sithari.
And your boy, Loose Cannon. Click, clack, pow!
Alright guys, breaking news. The title for Star Wars Episode 8 has just been revealed. It will be called Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi. Today what we're going to be talking about is speculating on a potential meaning for the title, why it's colored red, and we're also going to be speculating on potential plot for the movie, and pretty much our thoughts, whether positive or negative, on what we think about the title, if we like it or if we dislike it. So, take it away, bro.
Alright, well, it's called The Last Jedi, so that could mean a number of things, obviously. But what do you think it means? I don't think it's anything crazy like in-depth, some crazy theory that we don't know about. I think it's simply Luke, pretty much. Not necessarily that he dies or anything, but that he's the last one.
Well, I mean, it could only mean, honestly, one of two things. It's either talking about Luke, or it's either talking about Rey.
Right.
If it is talking about Luke, what a lot of people are worried about is that Luke's going to die in Episode 8.
Which I don't think they'll do.
Why not?
One, Han's dead, which freaking sucks. I feel like killing all of the OG characters is just kind of whack.
It is
not
whack,
that they won't do it, but I think it's whack if they do it.
Yeah, not that they won't do it, because they definitely will.
And what sucks, since Carrie Fisher passed away, I feel like killing off Luke would just be trash. I don't think they would do it.
Killing off Luke would be absolute trash.
It'd be, yeah.
But I know that J.J. Abrams specifically said that in the new trilogy, he wants to send off the characters, send them off, give them a more...
But he's not directing it, though. This one, at least.
No. Yeah, he's not directing Episode 8,
right.
But he's still a part of the creative team and has input.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. If it could be Rey.
Mm-hmm.
It could be Luke.
I think
if it is,
mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Well, I think it could be both. Either it is Luke and he ends up dying, and that's it. Like how Episode 6 is Return of the Jedi,
right.
And then now it returned with Luke and it's ending with Luke. That could be it. Or it could be like passing up the torch type of thing, and trains up Rey, becomes a Jedi, and now she's the last one. Or plot twist and it's Kylo.
Oh,
you never know.
That's an ultra plot twist.
Ultimate plot. Can't even talk. Plot twist.
Brah! Got your tongue, bro?
Let's do that when I start.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Yo.
A lot of people think that Luke might die, and it's signified in that the title is colored red. Usually red is obviously the color of the Sith.
Right.
And apparently two other movies have been titled red. That's Revenge of the Sith and Return of the Jedi.
Oh, shoot.
And and in both of those films, you've had major deaths,
mm-hmm.
or some, a dark tone of some sort, or a turn. That's
Revenge
true.
of the Sith, Anakin goes dark side. Return of the Jedi, Darth Vader returns to the light.
So could this be Kylo's big turn?
Maybe. That'd be pretty crazy.
That would be crazy.
I don't know. Maybe just a shot in the dark, or maybe it's low-key in there. That's why they did it. Never know.
But, along that train of thought, if The Force Awakens followed the blueprint pattern of Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, and they're going with that blueprint of the originals, Disney really wants to shy away from the prequels.
Right.
They are of the opinion that the original trilogies is what's great about Star Wars, and the prequels are what's bad about Star Wars. And while they're not entirely wrong, they may be sticking to that blueprint and mimicking episode 8 after episode 5, meaning they're going to go with a darker tone. Obviously, episode 5 is The Empire Strikes Back, where the Empire absolutely dominates from start to finish, opening the movie with a Battle of Hoth, AT-ATs for the first time. You got the dark side really strong. You got
Luke gets freaked. I'm your father.
Luke gets freaked.
Han and
Darth
Carbonite.
Vader lets him know he's just a little freaking shudder still. Han and Carbonite.
Straight poodoo.
Straight poodoo.
Poodooed all over the light side, dude.
Poodooed on the light side the whole film. And everyone liked that. It showed, kind of like WWE booking. The dark side was booked strong in episode 8.
Right.
And they might do that exact thing for episode 8, and I think they need to, because episode 7 had a lot of mixed reviews. A lot of fans liked episode 7. A lot of fans hated episode 7. Some really hardcore Star Wars fans don't even own a copy of The Force Awakens because they hated it that much. Only saw it one time in theater and vowed off of it. They really despise, a lot of people, the character of Kylo Ren, because
I know a lot of people hate Finn.
I don't know why.
They just hate that.
I don't know why. I'm cool with Finn.
I don't love him, but I'm not like, I don't dislike him for any reason. But I know some people hate that fool for some reason.
Why?
I don't know.
I don't have any
he's
qualms
cheesy
with
as
him.
Pop, and he was a stormtrooper, and now he's tight.
I don't feel that he's cheesy.
I don't think it's whatever. I'm cool with it.
I don't feel that it's cheesy because I feel that Finn is a genuine character.
Right.
Like, for example, the scene that comes to my mind is when Rey gets captured by Kylo, and they're on Takodana, and Finn goes chasing after the shuttle. Obviously, he can't catch up to it, and he's like, he's screaming, and the look on his face and the way he yells, maybe, I don't know how you can perceive him as cheesy when he's actually so genuine.
I think they just
go ahead.
got stupid about like little lines, like "you got a boyfriend," or whatever that fool said.
Come people on, are like, that was funny.
Stupid. I know. I've laughed, but I feel like some people hear that and they just like get butthurt about it for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know what you want to do. They complain that the prequels are the suckiest movies, and the prequels have the absolute worst dialogue, zero humor. Really zero comedic relief.
Unless you think Jar Jar's funny.
Yeah, unless you thought Jar Jar was funny. And by the way, if you didn't know, Jar Jar was the comedic relief, even though it was an epic fail for episode 1.
Yeah, exactly.
Even though it was terrible, Jar Jar was the comedic relief. In episode 7, we saw a return to the funny banter between the characters and that comedy aspect.
The originals have funny lines.
Funny lines, dude.
Han is funny as Pop.
Funny as all Pop.
Everyone, they all say funny stuff.
C-3PO busts me up sometimes.
Yeah, true. His humor is funny as Pop.
Chewie, mostly Han, to be honest.
Yeah.
But
He's that guy.
He's that guy. But anyways, a lot of people don't like Kylo because, and first of all, there's I don't know what this like fake archetype of whiny boy is, but they say that about everyone. They say Luke's a whiny boy, Anakin's a whiny boy, Kylo's a whiny boy. I don't know what this whiny boy thing is, but I think it's the most overused description of a character who shows a little bit of displeasure in their situation, or shows a little bit of emotion. All of a sudden, they're a whiny boy. It's either be like freaking Snake Plissken, Kurt Russell, bada, or shut the freak up. You're a whiny boy, and I hate you.
True.
Not everyone is Han Solo. Not everyone is Darth Vader, ice cold cool.
Yeah.
There's other personalities out there.
Difference in characters.
Exactly. But I don't know.
It doesn't.
Yeah, and the thing is they. Yeah, go ahead.
But yeah, I agree with what you're saying. It doesn't make sense that they just dub these fools as, oh, they're just whiny, so they're trash. And I don't even know what they're saying they whine about. because they like disagree with one thing or complain about one thing or something.
But I was going to the Tashi station to pick up some power converters. I mean, if that's all you got on Luke...
Oh, I hate him. He's so whiny.
Come on, Luke is
blew up the
awesome.
Death Star. What are you talking about?
Blew up the Death Star. Fool stayed light side devout. That fool told the Emperor, stick it, I'll never turn.
How are you going to say he's whiny when he's getting trained by Yoda and Dagobah, and he says, freak the training, I'm confronting Vader right now.
Exactly.
In episode 5.
What kind of balls do you have? But anyways, back to Kylo.
Right.
They don't like him because they call him, the typical, he's a whiny boy or whatever. And they complain that, the Force Awakens was too much like A New Hope. And then you have a character who is completely different from Darth Vader, and they don't like him because he's not enough like Darth Vader. But they complain that the Force Awakens is too much like A New Hope. It's like...
I know, I feel like there's obviously similarities, but I feel like with the first movie in years, and after the prequels, which the majority of people freaking hate, you have to go back to your roots with a comeback movie like that. And it wasn't even exactly the same. There was tons of differences, and especially with characters.
Yup, definitely. And I'll tell you one thing about Kylo. Me personally, I absolutely love Kylo as a character, and he's probably already in my maybe top 5 characters of all time in Star Wars.
Yeah, I can see that.
And the reason being is in Star Wars, what we've always got to see were characters always struggling with the dark side, or
right,
always struggling with negative emotion, trying to get a control on it, get it reined in, master their emotions. But the dark side was always this thing, this looming presence, phantom menace. They could snatch you up at any moment. You have to be on your guard for. And you see always good people turning to the dark side. In lore, in comic books, Ulic Qel-Drama goes dark side, Exar Kun goes dark side, Revan fell to the dark side. All these people fall to the dark side. It's always the same pattern. You don't really see Sith, I wouldn't say falling to the light side, maybe rising to the light side.
Right.
You don't really see that. You did get to see it in KOTOR when you travel to the tomb of Ajunta Paul, and you can actually convert the spirit of Ajunta Paul and lead him back to the light, which is cool. Well, I mean, you do see it with Darth Vader.
Yeah.
In episode 6. You do, but and even though Luke mentions, the conflict, and Darth Vader's like, oh, there is no conflict.
Yeah.
The only reason why you would even suspect that there's conflict there is just because Luke said, I feel the conflict. But you don't actually see the conflict. It's just stated in the dialogue
kind of like
that there is
know it's happening conflict. In a way, but you don't really feel it. If that makes sense.
Yeah, you don't really feel it.
Yeah.
But with Kylo, you actually see it. It's definitely there. You actually see a dark side character for the first time. And Kylo was introduced to us as a dark character.
Exactly, it's total opposite.
Exactly, it's total opposite. He was introduced as dark, and we see him struggling with what he calls the pull to the light. And I thought that was awesome. I like seeing a dark character really conflicted with that the light side has its temptation to be good, to be selfless, to reunite with his family, go back home with Han and Leia. I thought that was awesome that he was struggling with that.
Yeah, I know we talked about that after the movie, which I agree. I think that's a tight aspect of it, of his character.
And we go not without wanting to get too much on a rabbit trail of making this a Kylo Ren video, which is actually about the the last Jedi. What was I gonna say? The thing about Kylo Ren is, I don't get the whiny boy thing, but he does appear to be, a really bad dude. Like, as in he's powerful. And don't get me started on, he was beaten by an untrained Rey, which I could go on and on and on about that. But, dude, this guy, for the first time ever, Darth Vader, we see him exercise the power Tutaminis, where he can absorb or deflect blaster bolts with his hand when Han Solo shoots the blaster at him.
Yeah.
But what we see with Kylo Ren is he straight stops that
and
mess
holds it
and freezes a laser beam light energy bolt in suspended animation, holds it there through the duration of his entire interrogation.
I know.
Of Poe Dameron.
Not even holding it there or struggling with his hand up still. Just pause. I'll get back to you.
Exactly.
Continued
and
his business.
automatically, from the first scene, you're like, dang, this dude's powerful.
I know. Everyone thought he was dope at first. You know what?
Exactly.
Again, with the whiny thing, people were pissed because they didn't like how he looked. His face.
That's what they hate about him.
They're like,
His face.
He's ugly. He's not freaking Hayden
ugly,
Christensen pretty boy.
so he sucks.
He's trash.
So exactly.
So dumb.
Exactly.
Oh, look at his face. Oh, he's no.
What do you expect him to look like? He just looks like a regular dude.
I know.
What do you want? Everyone to be handsome as freaking Pop? Every character in the whole movie, just the sexiest space opera you've ever seen?
Regular fools can't be in Star Wars. They don't
Exactly.
exist.
Exactly. What, there's no average looking people? Come on. Who cares what he looks like anyways? The character of Kylo Ren has... His cool appearance is his mask on. That's his cool appearance.
Yeah.
But, anyways, I digress. Back to The Last Jedi.
Yep.
Do you like it or do you hate it?
I
Or
like it.
Somewhere in the middle.
I think it's reminiscent a little bit of Return of the Jedi, just because it's so simple, but I don't know, it's kind of the same. I don't think it's too crazy, like, I don't know, if it was too long of a title or whack or cheesy or something, I think it's just simple, it tells you what the movie's going to be. I like it.
Yeah, it's short, sweet, and to the point,
Right.
which is cool. But, personally, my honest opinion is, I don't like it.
Why's that?
I hate it. I freaking hate
shoot.
it, actually. Yeah, I passionately hate it. Not because it's not a cool name, because it is a cool name under any other circumstance. But Episode 6 is called The Return of the Jedi, okay?
Yeah, he returned
And
for
the way-
what, dude?
He returned for what?
If you're getting rid of old canon, he did a lot.
Exactly. He did a lot.
It's gone.
The Jedi returned in the EU.
Yeah.
You know, after Return of the Jedi, not only
Freaking
did
returned.
Luke, they freaking returned. Come on, he opened up a Jedi Academy. He reestablished the Jedi Order as a presence, back to working, you know, together with the New Republic.
Right.
He established a new Jedi Council of Jedi Masters. You know, Kyle Katarn,
Yeah.
Kip Duran, Koran Horn, Mara Jade, and a bunch of others. Epic Jedis.
Yeah.
The Return of the Jedi, the title. How can you have the Return of the Jedi? And when you say something's returned, what does that mean to you? That it has returned.
It's not a cameo.
You know, it's not a cameo. You know,
Oh, there's a Jedi.
it's not like Undertaker returning at WrestleMania. It's an actual return, like the return of the
real.
King.
Yeah.
You know, he's here to stay.
Yeah, I thought about that a little bit, and I was kind of disappointed with that fact. I still like it, but yeah, I definitely see where you're coming from.
Yeah,
It kind of sucks.
the Return of the Jedi means that the Jedi are now back.
Yeah.
Not, you know, a force to be reckoned with again. They're being reestablished. They were wiped out and now they're emerging again. That's just through one Jedi.
Yeah. And
And then only 30 years later, after the Return of the Jedi,
yeah.
you know, which was preceded by the Revenge of the Sith wiping out the Jedi, and now the Jedi make their ultimate return in Return of the Jedi, with Vader returning as the Jedi, with Luke emerging as a new generation of Jedi. You know, and then you have 30 years of now unexplored space since Disney just freaking nuked the canon.
I know. Good and bad. But
Good and bad. I mean, thank God they nuked the bad, but come on, there was so much good that I am not willing to part with. But anyways, you have 30 years of unexplored territory, and then 30 years later, we get to see that Luke is still the only Jedi.
I know. I feel like
And he's
the real Luke.
and it's now the last Jedi.
Yeah.
Some freaking return. Some return.
Yeah.
You know, to me, the title "The Last Jedi" absolutely poops on the title of the Return of the Jedi.
It does in a way, and on Luke.
And on Luke. Come on, Luke's not supposed to be some epic failure.
I know.
He's
Do you
supposed to be
think after turning Vader light side, he's just like, all right, screw it, I'm done. Gonna go in hiding now. Freak everything. Like, what?
Come on. I mean, we hear that he attempted to start a Jedi Academy, and then it went bad.
Oh,
I
forgot
bad.
about that. Knights of Ren and all that.
So what?
But still,
you know,
I don't.
He tried. Didn't work out so good. He actually sucked. You know,
but
he wasn't a good master.
Seriously,
the son of Anakin Skywalker, the Jedi who refused to go dark, who refused Emperor Palpatine, who survived the most vicious onslaught of Force lightning the freaking Star Wars universe have ever seen. Sucks, you know.
Yep.
Couldn't do anything.
Arguably the greatest Jedi ever.
Arguably in EU, not arguably, without a shadow of a doubt, EU Luke is the most powerful, greatest Jedi Force user in existence.
Right.
Now Luke has successfully trained 0 Padawans, has in 30 years built nothing worth of value. No academy, no Jedi Order. He's still the last Jedi 30 years later. What the heck has he been doing?
It's like changing his character.
It is changing his character.
He's not the same Luke.
No, he's not the same Luke.
At all.
And that's what a lot of people are saying too. Like, is Luke even still a Jedi? Like,
yeah, I didn't even think about that.
You know, is he a gray Jedi? Is he given up totally?
Mm-hmm.
Is he crazy now? Because after what he witnessed, is he like literally out of his freaking mind?
Right.
I don't know, but I don't dig it.
Yeah, I feel you.
So, what do you think? Any last things you want to say about as far as plot direction, what they're gonna, where they're going to go with this film?
Not
or what
really.
do you think they're going to do with Luke as a character? Most importantly,
that's a hard one. I feel like the obvious choice is he's going to train Rey in some capacity. Obviously, I don't think it's going to be he shows up or she shows up, gives him his saber, and then it's just like, all right, I'm out of here, and then Luke just doesn't do anything. So,
you know, one direction they could be going with this is that this whole Jedi and Sith thing is over. It's done away with.
I heard that. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I was watching or reading something, but the title being The Last Jedi, it's like almost coming to the end of Star Wars, pretty much, or something like that.
Right.
As we know
exactly. Which I am not
sucks.
ready
sucks.
to, you know, for this ride to be over.
I know.
I mean, it wouldn't be over. They're gonna go a new way with it.
Right.
But you know, it's not my Star Wars. It's not Star Wars that I'm down for. But the way they
not my Star Wars, dude. Hashtag.
Hashtag not my Star Wars.
We're gonna riot.
Disney.
Not my Star Wars, dude.
We're gonna burn down Dallas. We're gonna burn down LA.
Oh shoot.
Yeah. If Luke is trash, if he's out of his mind,
Star Wars.
Not my Star Wars.
Dude,
we're gonna get that hashtag viral from the Holonet.
All you Holonet viewers, get it going.
All you Outer Rim, all you wretched hive of scum and villainy,
get ready to riot.
Get ready to riot. We're gonna set the Outer Rim on fire. If Disney kills Luke or character assassinates him, makes him something that he shouldn't be, I'm rioting. At least I'll riot in my own room. I'll freaking flip my lamp upside down and call it a day.
Delete Coder off of Steam.
Delete Coder up? No, I could never do that.
Yeah, can't.
Coder, in a way,
maybe Jedi Academy. No, not even that. Empire at War.
Oh, I still love that game too. That's my Star Wars. I'm not deleting my Star Wars. Don't freak with my Star Wars.
I'll challenge everybody else to delete their Star Wars. I'll keep.
Yeah, exactly. You delete your Star Wars, I'll keep mine. Not. Yeah. Okay, I'll ask you this: where do you want to see Luke headed? What do you want to see out of him, or something? Whether out of him as a character, or whether out of him as a direction.
Dang.
I'll tell you what I want to see out of Luke.
All right.
I want to see Luke, number one, not only survive Episode 8, but survive the whole trilogy.
That'd be tight.
Yeah.
He needs to be. I don't want him to die.
Yeah. He doesn't need to die. Not everyone has to die.
Right.
I mean, we got that dramatic effect with Han Solo.
I feel honestly, like it also wouldn't have a dramatic effect.
May she rest in peace.
Everyone would be like, oh, I knew it was going to happen.
Right.
And it's just going to be like, well, he's gone.
Like I was going to say, may she rest in peace. Carrie Fisher passed away. You know, she's probably going to die now in Episode 9. Or they could, you know, go back and switch up Episode 8, even though they finished all her screens for Episode 8 and she was done filming. I had heard that Disney was really scrambling around when Carrie Fisher died.
Yeah.
Because I had heard that she actually was going to survive Episode 8 when me and you, we previously thought she was going to die early on in Episode 8. Mm-hmm. Kind of like in a, you know, starting off the movie with like a Battle of Hoth kind of thing.
Yeah.
The Resistance base was going to get basically freaked up and Leia was going to die early on. But anyways, you know, if she survives Episode 8 now, they said that her character is going to be really crucial to the direction Kylo Ren's going to end up.
I heard that too.
Finally. I don't know what that means. You know, all that could mean is either he's, you know, finally finalized as committed to the dark side.
Yeah.
Or he finds redemption and comes back to the light side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, having both of your parents die, and you did it to one of them.
Right. But apparently her character or her death was going to play a vital role. It was like
the catalyst in something with him.
A catalyst of something having to do with Kylo Ren.
Right.
And now Disney was kind of freaking out because now that Carrie Fisher died, whatever they had planned for Episode 9 is in regards to her and Kylo Ren is either going to be rewritten or fixed in Episode 8 to do something new in Episode 9, or they're going to have to, you know, come up with a CGI miracle like they did for Carrie Fisher in
I heard
Rogue One.
I thought I read something where they said they aren't going to do that.
They're not going to
like
do
an
that?
official statement that they're not going to do the whole CGI thing. I'm pretty sure I did. But
that sucks. Because honestly, I'd rather have them keep what they wanted to do with her.
I understand it though.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. Not them doing it.
Why wouldn't you want them to do it?
I feel like a lot of people would think it's like too soon, I guess. Something like that. I know she's in Rogue One, but that was before that happened. But I don't know, I just feel like people would be kind of upset about it.
Just too soon?
Yeah, I think in a way.
I don't know, I feel like it would be like a tribute.
That's what I was thinking. That
like
in
Paul
the
Walker.
credits, do like a huge a thing on the credits after. But
yeah, exactly. Just like Fast
I'd be cool
and Furious.
With that. I just don't think I swear I heard them say that they're not doing it though.
But with that said, you know, you have two of the original cast, the original trio ensemble. One for sure dead, one probably dead.
Hey, Chewie's still there.
Yeah, you got Chewie
and the
still
droids.
There. But, you know, with all this dying, why can't Luke survive the whole thing? And why can't we know that when this is over, he can still do with what's left of his life what he's failed to do so far? I want to know.
Yeah, what if it
I want
ends
Luke
like
to
that?
Succeed. Yes.
What if it ends him finally doing all those things that he did in the expanded universe?
Exactly. That's what I want. I want Luke to succeed. I want Luke to successfully bring the Jedi back into the galaxy. I want him to train a new generation of Jedi, set up a Jedi temple, set up a Jedi academy, set up a Jedi council, and get things back to where they should be.
Yeah.
I want to see him as a success, not as a complete failure.
Same. It
You
poops
know,
on his character, poops on the originals. If he shows
I don't
up
want
in episode 7 like that, and then it's just dead in episode 8.
Yeah, and I don't want his best accomplishment and his best days to be Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
And then nothing to speak of for the rest of his life.
Right.
Yeah, that is an accomplishment, but come on. That was supposed to be just the beginning. It's the Return of the Jedi.
Yeah,
now
exactly.
we're supposed to have...
It was like a new beginning.
Exactly.
Which is why all those books were written.
Exactly. And why I read almost every single one of them.
Alright, thank you guys so much for watching this very first episode of the Outer Rim Holonet. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to stay tuned to the Outer Rim Holonet for your source of Star Wars news, updates, movies, games, theories, reviews, and much more. We have it all. We'll see you on the next time, and may the Force be with you.
Always.
You will never find the more wretched hive of scum and villainy.